Folks, this is a call we do weekly. I call it the Hub Call. All of these amazing individuals are part of the Hub, which, yes, is a physical office building in Fresno, California on Van Ness. All of these folks are not only helping me in my business, but also helping all the One Rental at a Time fans who have interest in Fresno. And we're going to try something different today. I'm going to read an Alex Hormozi quote. It's a Monday reminder. It feels like it's a good one. And that's how we're going to frame today's call. We're going to go in the order that I have everybody receive. So, Matt, you're going to be up first. Here's the quote from Alex Hormozi. You learn more by doing than you do by reading, planning, or talking about it. How's that hit you, Matt?
I agree with that 1,000%. And what that kind of brings up for me is the best leaders I've been around, from Matt Ishby at UWM, Anthony Cost at our company, U Mortgage, and others. They don't take 6, 9, 12 months planning. They got an idea, they implement it at 60%, and then you learn and you get feedback as you go. And so within 6 weeks, 8 weeks, you're now operating this new idea, this new game plan at 90% versus 6 or 9 months of, we haven't thought about this. Maybe we should tweak it. And somebody is 6 months behind you on launch, 9 months behind you on launch. Like, we launched it, albeit imperfect, and learned as we went. And so that's what that brings to mind for me, which I think is from what I've seen in business, a great way to approach things.
Yeah, the other thing that I think about when I think about your experience and what I've seen you do for One Rental at a Time fans is you're helping them run multiple options, right? A lot of home buyers and investors really don't understand how you can blend an offer and a mortgage together to increase what I call yield. Simply said, get a better deal. And you're running dozens of scenarios for folks. So I think that's just another example of, let's get down and dirty and let's see what's right for you, the buyer.
Right. Yeah. In order to figure something out, generally you got to start.
Yeah. Just think about it. Yeah. Good
Do
old
the work.
Hormozi. Do the work. Yeah, that's right. Somebody keeps saying that. Hey, Mr. Patrick Kim, long time no see. What's going on?
Good to be back. It was a hectic last month, but yeah, it's good to be back.
Yeah. So have you had a chance to really figure out what's going on in the Fresno housing market? Because it certainly feels like it's slowing down. Cancellations are up, all of that. What's going on?
Yeah, absolutely. So the inventory has increased. I just checked, but the trend is showing that the days on market is decreasing. So it's kind of an opposite scale. Yeah, which is I think it was 8 days shorter or less days on the market than it was the month previous. So I don't know. I think time will tell. We'll take a look at it. It's definitely slowing down. We are heading into the holiday market, so that could have something to do with it. But yeah, we will see what the next month holds. With the rates and all that. So
yeah, well, this is where you and I killed it last year, right? We went out and got a couple of deals. I think one closed on Halloween, and I think the other closed right after Thanksgiving. So I expect us to do it again. I expect you and Adam and the folks to find another motivated seller right out of the MLS. It's like we didn't do mailers, we didn't do door knocking, just right out of the MLS. We wrote, 100 offers and did some counters, but we just made it work. So
and I think that segues perfectly into that quote. It's just that not a lot of people thought it was possible, but until you just tried it, you made mistakes, you tweaked, you adjusted, and you found out, oh, okay, it is possible. And we found 2 or 3 of those. So yeah, just jump right in.
This is the key. And again, people hear we talk about these 2 deals, we made 90 grand, blah, blah, blah. The real magic of this is you went out and wrote 100 offers. You followed up with 200 people. The properties that we chased down, it wasn't the first offer you wrote, right? It's just, folks, you either believe or you don't. It takes work. It's certainly possible. And we proved it last year, and I have every intention of proving it again this year. So thank you for all you do. If somebody wanted to reach out to you and talk about the market, whatnot, how are we doing that?
Sure. Call or text me at 559-825-7559.
Awesome. And Matt, forgive me, how would people reach out to you if they wanted to write multiple scenarios?
No worries. Go to greatmortgagebroker.com. And a reminder, Fresno is a great market. We do a lot there, but we do it in 48 states. So get yourself pre-approved. run numbers, do the work. Greatmortgagebroker.com.
Awesome. Elaine, we're going to go to you next. What's going on in the insurance world? I know you helped me with my fourplex. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What's going
You're
on?
welcome. Well, we're still getting a lot of requests for quotes right now, and basically doing a lot of requoting. So just so everyone can just be a little patient with some of these turnaround times, especially for the commercial units. I had a few of your clients last week send some information over, a lot of office buildings and multiplexes, like yours.
Nice. Yeah.
One lady had
Yeah.
4 or 5 plexes. So those commercial quotes, they do take a little longer. But because everyone's requoting right now,
Yeah.
these underwriters I'm sure their fingers don't stop with the
Right.
quoting process right now. So, but otherwise, the quotes are coming out, and they're not that far off, from
Yeah.
the premium of what they were paying prior. But a
Yeah.
lot of non-renewals still coming out from different carriers, AmGuard, Mercury, as you know,
Yeah.
when it comes to the commercial buildings. But yeah, we are at a crossroads. It's really busy right now.
Yeah, folks, if you don't know what's going on,
Yeah.
California's had lots of non-renewals and insurance companies not writing new policies. If you own California real estate and you just want to get a quote, I'm so happy to have Elaine as part of the hub because she's not only helping the audience, but she personally helped me with a fourplex that was canceled or non-renewed, I guess I should say non-renewed. And she came
Yes.
through and got me a rate and good coverage. So Elaine, if somebody wanted to reach out and see if you could help them, how they do that?
They can call or text. It's 559-696-9196. And just to name off a few things, if they can just at least give me their name when they call. I get a few texts
that
and
might
they're
be
like,
helpful.
"Hey, I need insurance." I'm like, "Okay, can you give me a little more information?" But yeah, call or text 559-696-9196. And then again, to remind them that we're a broker. So I get that a lot. The people asking what insurance company are we? So we're Fast Savings Insurance Agency.
Right.
But we have over 40 different companies that we can quote with. So
that's the
a lot
key.
of AM Best rated. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the key. That's what you helped me with. You took my need out to multiple I guess carriers and you got me
Yes.
the best rate, best coverage, and you'll do that for the
Correct.
audience. So
Correct.
Elaine, thank you very much. I appreciate you
Thank
folks.
you, guys.
Call Elaine. Carlos, what's going on, man? When I think of Alex Hormozzi's quote, Carlos, you learn more by doing than you do by reading, planning, and talking about it. I'm like, that's Carlos in a nutshell, man. You're just out there crushing it every day. What's going on?
Well, I love that. I live off of that stuff, motivation, inspiration, and just doing the work. And every day I'm learning something different. And being part of the hub and being around Patrick and around yourself and being a part of the hub call, it increases my ability to be better than the next handyman. It increases me better leader, a better entrepreneur. And so all around, I really enjoy Alex Camozzi and his vision, all his books. I just read his book.
Oh yeah.
So, and it talks about making multiple calls. And I love how he opens up and tells how he's in a position and it looks like a nail biter. It looks like he's gonna lose it all, and he just does the work. And I sometimes I find myself in those situations, but you know what? God is good, and I'm grateful, and I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to be here.
There you go. There you go. Well, Carlos, let's just talk about some deals, right? You and I spoke, I guess it was a week or so ago, about a property. I'll just kind of, I'll give an overarching because I know we still got the deal in play, but essentially this was a big house. It was in rough condition.
Right.
The sellers, in my opinion, were anchored on yesterday's price.
Correct.
Right. And we still had, I mean, we had a significant repair budget. I think we were like talking 90 grand. Right. So it wasn't a lipstick flip.
No, it was
not. and it had a lot of competition from other folks in the area.
Yeah, a lot of people were big names were being mentioned that were looking at
Yeah.
the property.
Yeah.
And so we were trying to lock it up. And after speaking to you, we looked at the numbers. It was a no-brainer after you broke it down, all the details. Let's not do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's every day we're looking. Every day we're
Yeah.
looking. Every day. And then most of the deals are relationships, just like
Yes.
yourself, the MLS. But for me, it's more the realtor, pocket listing,
Yes.
the work for. That's where most of the deals for me personally. Yeah.
Well, let me just
So
be very clear. If you can only buy out of the MLS or buy with relationships, I would choose your way.
yeah.
Right? Being in the market, being a known entity, pocket listings, first right of refusal, you're doing it the right way. And
Yeah.
and people just love working with you. You smile all the time. You're just fun to be around. Your wife, Martha, part of
Yeah.
the team. It's just amazing. But I don't want to stop talking about this deal. Right?
Yeah.
Round numbers. They wanted 200. We thought it was better at 150,
Correct.
155. Others were kind of around that number. And what I told you in that I mean, thank you for picking up the call. It was rather late.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, this is not a deal at 200.
Yeah.
So tell them your number is 155, and they're going to tell you to F off, but follow up in 2 weeks. Because nobody's going to make money at 200. It's
Right.
just not there. So,
Right.
If somebody wanted to overpay and pay 200, right, good for them. Let them lose money.
Yeah.
But your job is to follow up in 10 days, which, might be this weekend, saying, hey, you still got that dog? Does that dog still have fleas? We'll take it at 155.
Mhm.
That's the job.
And it is actually there's another project we're looking at, or another job in Clovis, same type of deal where they want those high numbers and there's no for us. And so it's also I shared with Patrick about it. So yeah, definitely.
That's exactly what we did last year. This is
Yeah.
exactly what we did last year. People had yesterday's prices. We knew our numbers. We told them, no, thank you. And guess what? Pretty soon it'll be Halloween. Then it'll
Right.
be Thanksgiving. Then they're going to need the money for Christmas shopping. Then we buy some great deals.
Yes.
So don't do skinny deals. That's a way to lose money.
Yeah. Great deals. Great
deals only. Carlos, if somebody wanted to get a job, a bid, a quote, reach out to you. How they do that?
Well, definitely. You can give us a call at 559-681-8431. 559-681-8431. Thank you, guys.
Dude, you learn more by doing than you do by reading, planning, and talking about it. That is you in a nutshell right there.
Thanks.
Yeah. Ty, what do you think?
I love it.
Is he on mute? Yeah.
I love it, man. Let's talk about Alex Hormozi, first of all. So 100% do the work. I mean, the guy tells the truth. And so, one of the things, he's not one of these guys, and I love it because he's actually made this distinction that, a lot of guys make it, right? Whatever that is, bling, bling, big house, cars, whatever. And they start talking about kind of like their morning routines and the shit they're doing now.
Yeah.
Right. And their cold plunges and which by the way is all wonderful and great. And what I love about Hormozi goes, no, you got to grind, man.
Yeah.
Get up at 4 a.m.
Get up to work and work.
Get to work. Do the work. And the only reason you're not winning is because you just haven't done enough work yet. And so, no, 100%. I love
his answer most of the time is work harder. Keep going.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen in 30 days. Yeah.
100%. And you've got to assume that you're not going to have quote unquote good luck, good fortune. You've got to work. And I love this because this was I think it was like St. Augustine or some wise sage said that, pray like it's all up to God and work like it's all up to you. And that's there's a magic in there, right? So when I think of Hormozi and I think of what you said, the quote, that's what I think about. So,
and when I think about what you and I've done for the 20 plus years we've been doing this, it hasn't always been roses. Right? And we're still learning. I think that's the best thing, right? This call right here, all of us and Elaine is there, just not pictured. We've got maybe 80 to 100 years of real estate experience. We've seen some stuff, and we all are still learning, right? I've been very open, right? There's two areas of weakness I have. One was syndication, which I've now researched and not doing. And the other is this more creative financing. I think one of the things that is very different for me is the mortgage that went from being toxic in 08 to the asset in 2023. And I know there's opportunity there. I just know there is. And what do you think of that, Ty?
Spot on. I mean, we've talked about this a lot in some of the other stuff we've done on Friday Financial News. Also, the Back to the Future, where we talk about the 80s. This is a market for creative financing, for, all the nuances, all the stuff that was created in the 70s, 80s. Why? Because very much like this market, it's become a necessity. And I'll also say that more than anything, you've got to be surrounded by great people. And, Matt, the mortgage guy, you got Carlos, you got Pat, you've got Michael, you've got Elaine. And you know what Michael's done here with the hub and this Monday morning call is Michael's providing resources for you. That's all Michael does. If you really look at what he's doing, he's providing more resources and more access. And so I think for people out there, if you're struggling, tap into the resources, tap in, get more connected. And I think also, like yesterday, Sunday morning, I wanted to stay home and watch football. It rained yesterday here in Northern California. I wanted to stay home and watch football, but guess what? I went to a meetup and I met 30, 40 great people, and I networked. And somebody was like, hey, can we collaborate on this? Or can we start doing a door knocking program for pre-foreclosures? Or, there was all this really great collaboration. I met a guy that is really good at construction, and he was talking about how to pull permits. And I heard stuff again. I've been 30 plus years, of doing this. And I heard new stuff from young, brand new people that I was like, I never thought of it that way, in terms of their process. And so I think today you have to work harder. You have to be more resourceful. And I would say tap into this one rental at a time community, because that's what Michael is providing here. So,
yeah. So we're going to go around. Oh, Ty, one more time. If somebody want to reach out, maybe get that free training you did for agents, how would they do that? Email me,
ty@tylg.com, ty@tylg.com. Just send me an email. I did it's about 8 hours, 10 hours of free. It's a course. It's on Kajabi. It cost me about $400 or $500 a month to host it. I don't sell anything there. I don't sell any information. What I'm looking for is deal flow. If you have deals in Sacramento, if you have deals in Fresno that I can help Michael in, other people here, as well as in the San Francisco Bay Area, Central Valley, we're looking for deal flow. So again, all you got to do is email me, ty@tylg.com. I'll provide the free course. It's for realtors, creative financing. Even if you're a wholesaler and you've got deals in those markets I just described, send me an email. Let's connect.
We're going to close it out on this. We'll go around the horn one more time for contact information. This is from Albert Einstein. Albert Einstein, he's no joke. Stay away from negative people. They have a problem for every solution. Folks, block the doomers. Matt, the mortgage guy, if somebody wanted to get a quote, work with you, what is it?
I'm an anti-doomer. So if you're on that team, go to greatmortgagebroker.com, connect with us. It might not be the right time for everybody, but the best way to figure it out is to do the work and do the numbers. I want to add one quick thing, because I'm a huge Hormozy guy. I could literally have this conversation and we could talk here for 4 hours. I could listen to Ty and you and everybody else talk about it. Recently, Wynn interviewed about his book and the 2 years of work, 6 hours a day for 2 years. They asked Alec Hormozy, what's next? He said, more, better. More work, doing it better. And so I think that's something for the one rental at a time community, right? The next step is more, better. More analyzing deals, more market research, doing it better, right? And so literally, like, that's my chant for my team in Q4. In a real estate market that some would call difficult, we're going to do more and we're going to do it better.
Yeah, this is, again, I've been very clear with you personally and in big groups. I think the next 4 months are going to be tough. They're going to be very low on transactions, but it will be the bottom. Now, what should people hear from all this? If you want to get into real estate investing, now's the time to do the work. You want to get multiple quotes? Guess what? Matt's got a staff and he's got to get people working. So he might as well do that to get you ready for next year. So again, agents, same thing. Agents are going to be wanting to run around, right? Pat, he's an agent in Fresno. He's helping me. He's working with Adam and Carlos and everybody there, but he wants to build his Rolodex. If you want to shop for FHA or VA or tell your story, he's ready. It's slow markets. You can reach out. People will give you some more time. They'll be helpful. It was really tough 2 years ago. Everybody was too busy. So Pat, how can people reach out to you?
Sure. Call or text me at 559-825-7559.
Awesome. In Elaine, again, folks, a lot of you in the real estate game, California, you need to have an insurance broker in your Rolodex. Yes, you may have a relationship with Farmers or State Farm or AAA or whatever it is, but trust me when I say someday you might get one of those cancellation letters and you're going to want a broker in your Rolodex. Elaine, what's the number?
559-696-9196. They can call or text.
There you go. And of course, we got Carlos, the guy that's done my work. You can go back to my playlist called Property Walkthroughs and see what he does. He's helping landlords, flippers, all of that stuff. If you want to reach out, Carlos, what's the number?
Definitely 559-681-8431. 559-681-8431.
Awesome, buddy. And Ty, you're my cleanup hitter. Bring us home, buddy.
Yeah, I would say, folks, Mike, it's the mantra. Michael's been saying it. Do the work. If I can be helpful, reach out. ty@tylg.com. Michael Zuber, thank you for all that you do.
Take care. That is the hub call for the week. We'll talk next week. Bye.